Hello, Lemlisters. Hold on a second. What? Oh my God. Book's always trying to steal my show. All right. Let's get this started. Taking the time to create an ideal customer profile, which means to understand who your ideal customers are, and focusing on corresponding prospects in your outreach campaigns has helped us to reach a 25% month-over-month growth here at Lemlist. Creating your ICP allows you to segment your target audience and thus to meaningfully personalize your messages and your offers. In the end, generate an amazing reply rate. It also helps you contact leads with a high potential and thus to avoid spending time and money on leads that have a very small likelihood of converting. In this video, I will share our best practices on creating an ideal customer profile, and I'm also going to share with you a free template that you can easily use to create your ICPs and reap the rewards. Overall, there are 4 steps to create your ICP, which I will explain in more detail in just a second. To facilitate your documentation of your buyer personas, you can either use our free template or you can use the one on HubSpot. The link to both of them is in the description of this video. Step 1. Give life to your persona. For the first step, you'll want to give life to your persona. So you will have to ask yourself the following questions. Where does my persona live? What does his or her typical day look like? What are their hobbies? A small tip, really try and add imaginary personal details such as name and a picture to really create a connection and bring your ICP to life. You can use websites such as Pexels or Unsplash to find photos to fill in the ICP template. The links to those tools are in the description as per the usual. So in a nutshell, you just basically want to put yourself into a stalker mode of an imaginary person. Step 2. Identify your ICP's goals and objectives. In the second step, you'll want to define your persona's goals and objectives in order to make sure that you'll be able to contact them with relevant proposals. Now, I don't blame you if you're thinking, goals and objectives, it's the same thing, no? Duh! It's not. Goals refer to the general, long-term vision you have for your company, and objectives, on the other hand, are measurable, quantifiable actions that you need to perform in order to realize those goals. For example, your ICP's goal could be creating a profitable business, which depends on multiple objectives, one of them being to generate a 10% increase in sales by the end of Q4 of 2021. Step 3. Play a round of good cop, bad cop. What? Yeah, you heard me right. The good cop, bad cop strategy allows you to understand why your buyer persona would use your product and also what could hold them back. This will help you a lot in anticipating their thought process, address their potential concerns in advance, and to emphasize on the aspects you know they will appreciate. In order to find this kind of information, you can either take the time to ask your clients for their feedback or leverage online communities and websites such as Capterra or G2 Crowd. We have created a dedicated video to show you how we do this at Lemlist, so don't hesitate to watch our next video in this playlist. Step 4. Understand your ICP's path to purchase. Based on your ICP's goals and objectives, think about the different paths that they can take to buy your product or service. This will be extremely helpful for you to define the channel you should focus on for reaching each different segment of buyer personas. Let me show you an example of a customer path. Let's say that your buyer persona Google's cold email template, and the first thing that they see on Google, because you did your SEO right, is your website that lists all of the cold email templates that have been very successful. So that's a lot of value added for them, and they just start browsing your website, reading some of the templates, stumble upon your blog, and after taking in some of the content that you provide, they are convinced, they start trusting you, and then they decide, oh, I'm gonna start a free trial. And after using the product for a couple of weeks, they are really happy with it, they have really ramped up their reply rates, and that's when they choose to convert to a paid license. In order to identify all of the potential paths to purchase, make sure to create an exhaustive list of how your potential clients could find out about you. A really great tool to use to document all of your different customer paths is Figma. I added the link in the comments so you can check it out. And there you go. With all of this information, it'll be a lot easier to create targeted outreach campaigns that are relevant for the people that you're contacting and to help you create much higher reply rates. So what are you waiting for? Download our free ICP template and start segmenting. And if you're looking for tips on how to collect more information about your ICPs, make sure to watch our next video where we will tell you all of our secret sources. Now, as Book likes to say, let's get this party started. And I hope this video helped you. If you want to stay up to date with news on sales automation, make sure to subscribe to our channel as we upload new videos every week. If you have any feedback or questions, we would love to hear it in the comments. In the meantime, stay amazing, and I'll see you in the next video.